Friday night special as we have got high school girls playoff action round 2 as the 6A area championship girls basketball playoffs continue. Tonight's action, the District 29 6A runner-up by district champion JB Alexander Lady Bulldogs will take on District 32 6A champion by district champion the Harlingen Lady Cardinals. We're at Corpus Christi Carroll High School tonight for this broadcast, and I thank you again for joining us as we will be bringing you live coverage here of this. The winner will get the winner of the Edinburgh and PSJA North game, which also will be a broadcast game on Rio Sports Live tonight. So, hey, you get to watch both games if you're interested in the outcomes on the girls' side, as the winners will be playing next week. Harlingen and Alexander, they met once earlier this year. Harlingen with an 18-point victory. Alexander, a decidedly better basketball team than then. Harlingen also a better team. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll continue with the pregame show. We are live from Corpus Christi Carroll High School, and this is RioSportsLive.com.
Truck Techs in Harlingen is your source for lifts, wheels, and tires. Talking trucks of any size, any model, and any year. Specializing in accessories with top-of-the-line products to bring that special look to your truck in a professional way. Lifts, wheels, and tires, with financing available too. Call today or stop by Truck Techs in Harlingen.
Everyone's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2 in Harlingen. Choose from a wide selection and score big today on West Expressway 83. Right now on the lot, how about this 2017 Chevy 1500 LT 4x4 pickup? Coming in at 37,000 miles. This has everything, including navigation, power locks, talk to text, dual climate control, a 4-door with a full back seat. This one has a 6-inch lift kit, off-road tires, and fuel rims. A 5.3-liter V8, just $36,999 today. Or check out this 2011 Jeep Wrangler Sahara 4x4 Unlimited. A 4x4 with lift and matching color hardtop, a 5th wheel spare, leather seats, 83,000 miles, and ready for you today at just $24,999. Financing is available with lending for all types. Every deal's a winner at Kano Auto Sales 2, in business since 2002, Harlingen, Texas. Back here on RioSportsLive.com, and thanks again for joining us as we are live here from Corpus Christi Carroll High School as tonight's action between the Harlingen Lady Cardinals and the Laredo Alexander Lady Bulldogs. Still about 5 minutes before we tip this thing off. Both teams out taking warm-ups, Harlingen and Laredo Alexander. If you want to talk about the crowd, well, I'll tell you right now that the decided favorite on the crowd side weighs heavily on the Harlingen side. There is a ton of people here from Harlingen that made the trip for this game, and they are here in force to watch this one play out. Not saying Alexander doesn't have a crowd. They've got a crowd here on hand, but it's nothing compared to what's here for the Harlingen Lady Cardinals. When the Lady Cardinals came out for the pregame warm-ups, there was a thunderous applause from this crowd that's on hand for this one. We thank you again for joining us, whether it be on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook channel. Those watching on either social media, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you will. Make sure you follow, like, and share on our Facebook side of things to help fans know that this game is going on. Public address announcer will be assisting us a little bit later on as far as announcing to this crowd on hand that these games are available, not just live, but available on archive, and now available on our Roku channel, which is playing live sports 24 hours a day through Roku television. Those of you have a Roku television or a Roku device, with our partnership with VTX1 Cable, go to the Roku, load the streaming channel VTX1, and then, of course, from there, you'll see it, Rio Sports Live, the channel. And it's airing 24 hours a day of continuous sports, not just live games, but sports content coming from this area. And soon it will be a fully operational channel with sports stories, sports scores, and studio presentation of sports shows, which are all coming up here in the very near future. Again, the two teams are still taking their warm-ups out here. Harlingen knocked off Alexander earlier in this season. It was right after the Christmas break, and they won that game decidedly by 18 points. They got a couple of girls in foul trouble in that game, and Laredo Alexander unable to overcome the foul situation and fell in that game by 18 points. Crowd still filing in here. Teams are taking their warm-ups on this. And we are getting closer to the opening tip-off as they make their way over to the sideline. The Lady Cardinals, again, you'll hear the crowd on hand that is backing this team here tonight. The winner will get Edinburgh or PSJA North. Again, that's a broadcast game on Rio Sports. That should be starting any time. I know some fans that are actually going to be watching both at the same time. I know some fans that are here watching this game live are going to be watching that Edinburgh PSJA North because there's a lot of interest there. The winners will square off. And what we hope is another broadcast for you here on Rio Sports. I'll take my final break. When I come back, we'll have you set for the opening tip. Harlingen takes on Laredo Alexander. High school basketball on Rio Sports Live continues after this.
Fans, if you want to look your best at the next game, then let Chewy's Custom Sports go to work for you. From custom designs and graphics to mass production in-house. If it's hats, shirts, buttons, mugs, cups, banners, and more, then Chewy's is there for every team and every sport. A veteran-owned company in touch with the community. It's Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Service have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Playing the national anthem in the books, and we are now getting even closer. They'll have the announcing of the starting lineups for these teams, and we are now getting some props from the PA announcer who gives us a little shout out. Harlingen Lady Cardinals will be the visitors on the scoreboard tonight as they will be wearing the red uniforms and the white trim. And right now they're introducing right down the line each of the participants that will be playing in tonight's game. And they waste no time getting out there and being introduced to the crowd, which is a big Harlingen crowd. We're on the same side as the players and the coaches, so you really can't see the full effect of the Harlingen crowd that's right below us. However, across the way, you can see that that's Harlingen on your right side and Laredo on the left side. But that crowd on the far side of the court that you can see on Laredo is about double what they have in the stands on the side right behind their bench. So they brought a small crowd here for this game against this Harlingen team. They'll be the home team on the scoreboard tonight. They'll have the white uniforms with the dark blue trim. And they're announcing the starters. Kayla Idrago will be starting this game. She's a junior. Bridget Little will be starting. She's another junior on this team. Sheila Cardenas, another junior. That's 3 juniors to start this ball game. 23 is Alyssa Garcia. That's a senior on the squad. And then the final starter tonight is Ali Benavides, another junior. So 4 juniors and a senior starting this game for Alexander. A team that many said will just really turn it on in the second half of the season and took Laredo by the throat and ended up competing and was a by-district champion. They were a District 29 6A runner-up. A stout team, to say the least. They will bring it, and they will have the ability to go inside or outside. The Harlingen Lady Cardinals have shown the ability throughout the season this year to bring the expected pressure that their coach Monsivais normally brings, but they also have the ability to go outside at a half-court set and shoot. The head coach for the Alexander Lady Bulldogs is Ivan Medellin. And Ashley Monsivais is the coach for the Harlingen Lady Cardinals. Thanks again for joining us for the broadcast. Tonight we're in Corpus Christi. We're also in Edinburgh. And our thanks to the school district for allowing us to broadcast this game. Our thanks to the Carroll School District for assisting us with the spot from which to broadcast the game from. Of course, we could thank NFHS for granting us the rights, but I cut them a check for $200, made that kind of easy. Thanks to the sponsors that you'll be seeing along the way. The commercials are absolutely the way that we fund this show. We're ready to go. Opening tip-off of this one. Area championship is underway. Lady Cardinals will have the basketball with Harlingen controlling it on the offensive end. They'll see some pressure, dribble it to the right-hand side. That's Ariel Leal. Get it on the baseline, force it inside, now to the free throw, the extra pass. Now back in the paint they go. Good recovery by the Alexander defense, and it's a steal. Lady Bulldogs in the front court. After the defense gets a stop, they'll work the ball on the offensive end for a 3, and that's off the mark. Rebound taken down by the Lady Cardinals. That was an open look, though. Now in the back court, Cardinals will break the pressure. They've got some numbers on the front side. Work it over to Cervantes. Cervantes hands it off to Rodriguez. Now they go inside to Dickey. Takes a bump, got fouled, dishing off the pass, and they'll call a foul on Bridget Little. That's any indication to the pace. Normally you would say advantage Harlingen, but this Alexander team has the ability to play at a consistent high level and a fast pace if that's the way the game will play out. Lady Cardinals will inbound the ball. Leal spins it outside, top of the key, caught there by Cervantes. Brings it back outside, swings it right side, catch there by Andrea Cortez. Now they'll reverse it left side to Leal, spins it further left side. They'll go inside to Dickey, back outside, open jumper on the way. Cervantes won't get that to go. Offensive rebound for the Lady Cardinals of Harlingen. Off the dribble, this is Leal. Spins it right side, they'll get it baseline. There's a quick jumper, that's off the mark by Cortez. In the paint, the whistle blows. Rebound was secured by Alexander's Ali Benavides. And then she'll be fouled. Pressure by the Harlingen Cardinal Lady defense. In the backcourt, they'll throw over the top of that. Ball tipped and stolen off the turnover. Trying to get back defensively. Dickey off the dribble. We'll get to the free throw line as she's fouled. Bridget Little over there, and that'll be her second foul of the game right out of the gate. Just over a minute played here in this one. Tegan Dickey, a junior, standing at the line for the Harlingen Lady Cardinals. Really turned up her game with her off-season workout throughout the summer. Free throw number 1 is up and good. That's our first point of the game. Second free throw coming up for Tegan Dickey. Those watching us on Facebook, give us a shout out where you're watching the game from. It's always fun to find out where some of the fans are actually tuning in from on these games. Of course, you can do the same thing on YouTube. I'm just not able to monitor that as quickly as what I can on the social media side on Facebook. Dickey misses the free throw. Gets her own rebound, though. Works it back outside for the Harlingen Lady Cardinals. Off the dribble, right side pass. Deflected, but caught by Cervantes. Cervantes now hands it off. This is Leal. Leal finds a pass inside. Banker up and in. made by Bianca Rodriguez. The extra pass pays dividends. Harlingen up 3. Also the made basket allows the pressure. Here comes Alexander. Up near the midcourt stripe. They'll bring it across. Alyssa Garcia now attacks off the dribble. Got in the paint. Off the shot. Rolled it off. No good, but she'll get fouled. Alyssa Garcia recognized that there was an opening right down the middle of that defense. By the time she got in the paint, Alyssa Cervantes slid over to try to help out. She got called for the foul. 2 shots here for Alyssa Garcia. Funnels the first one home. Say hello to Ruben watching us in Combs, Texas. A Lady Cardinal fan. Alyssa Garcia ready with the next one for Alexander. That's off the mark short. Rebound tipped out and controlled by the Lady Bulldogs. Shayla Cardenas secured that board. Lady Bulldogs working in the half court, set on the offense, and they'll spread it deep out beyond the midcourt, or right near the midcourt stripe against this defense. There's a turnover in the backcourt. Tegan Dickey came out, and Alyssa Garcia slipped as she was trying to make a move. Another turnover for Alexander. That's their 3rd of the game. In the early stages. 2 minutes gone. Lady Cardinals with the ball and a 3-1 lead. From the baseline, Lee looks inside to Dickey. Lays it up, no good. Rebound by the Lady Bulldogs. They'll try to tie up. Lady Bulldogs now work it in the front court. They'll look it inside. That ball's deflected, and a quick jump ball is called. And on the possession change, it'll stay in favor of Laredo Alexander. Lady Bulldogs will look to work this on the offensive end. From the baseline, they'll set it in motion for the quick release on a 3. Bang! Alyssa Garcia right in rhythm, got the 3 to go. Alexander with a 1-point lead. Cardinals breaking the pressure. Now they'll turn it over. Alexander down the right side. This is Garcia. Forced that shot. Missed. Rebound taken down by the Lady Cardinals. They want to run. Had numbers for a moment. Cervantes couldn't get rid of the ball in time. Works it outside to Leal. Leal gets it back over. Cervantes that time was open. Leal now finds inside to Dickey. Banks it up. No good. Tips the rebound. Out to Harlingen, open jumper there. That won't go. Missed off the mark by Leal in the paint. An offensive rebound. The whistle blows. Is that a jump ball or a foul? Take your pick there. Looks like it's going to be a foul call. Whistle that against Shayla Cardenas. Lady Cardinals getting the offensive rebound, but right now no shots falling. Caitlin Alvarez will check in the game for the Lady Bulldogs of Laredo Alexander. Ariel Leal will throw it in for Harlingen. Out on top, caught there by Cervantes. Back to Leal, goes baseline, sealed off, dishes it in the paint. That shot goes up, no good. Rebound is tipped, controlled. Tegan Dickey put it up, missed that point blank. Rebound tipped out long near the free throw line. Coming out of there with it, Andrea Cortez finds Dickey. Skip pass to the defense, nothing there for Cervantes. This is going to be Leal. Leal spins it right side, back over on the left to Cervantes. Goes baseline, attacks, shoots, and misses that. Point-blank shots missing right now for Harlingen. Pressure in the backcourt by the Lady Cardinals. Broken, quick pass ahead, tipped out of bounds off the hands of Tegan Dickey. It's the pressure that creates this fast-paced environment. As Harlingen right now will bring it. Now they'll back off this pressure from time to time. But for the most part, this team will bring pressure, especially if it's paying dividends. A near steal on the inbound play. Ali Benavides dishes it inside. That shot's up and in. Kayla Idrago with the bucket and a 5-3 lead. Laredo Alexander with the lead takes a timeout. We'll continue after this. Triple Double Basketball Academy in Harlingen, a proud sponsor for this game. Triple Double Academy provides opportunities for players to develop their basketball skills while also offering opportunities for players to travel and compete against elite competition across the United States. Their efforts are allowing athletes to be trained by experts in a sport of their choice, and while learning to be disciplined and developing leadership skills to help them excel on and off the court. Experienced coaches, certified by the NCAA, Triple Double Basketball Academy, Harlingen, Texas. Back here on RioSportsLive.com, and after the timeout, it will be Harlingen basketball, and I'll be interested to see which way it plays out. Alexander out of this timeout. Now, they were willing to go pressure, and it looks like they're going to be staying with that on the full court set, and Harlingen will promptly turn it over. Turnover game for Harlingen. That's their third of the game. Alexander ball. They'll get it on the baseline. Now work it in the paint. Jumper on the way. That's short. Rebound. Offensive board. Secured by Idrago. Hands it off. Running one-hander will not go. There's going to be a foul called. Or is it a travel first? They'll call a travel. So a turnover gives it to Harlingen. Lady Cardinals have turned it over against this pressure. Cortez makes a nice move, spins it right side, caught there by Cervantes, gets it out for a Tegan Dickey three, bang! Tegan Dickey the open three. Ties it at 6. Pressure by the Lady Cardinals. Lady Bulldogs will break it, get it across the timeline, work it for a quick release on a 3, that's off the mark and in! Garcia gets the kind shooter's roll. 3-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Cardinals back on the offensive end. On the dribble, Cortez weaves through traffic, finds Dickey. Dickey spins it in the paint, threw it away. Off the turnover. Cardinals trying to get back. Bulldogs trying to beat him with a long pass, and they'll throw it away. This is just literally back and forth right now between these two teams. This could be a test to see whose bench is deep enough to sustain this kind of play. Cardinals with the ball, across the timeline. Work it in the corner, work it in the paint. Dickey gets knocked to the ground. They'll call a foul. Or will they? Wait for the officials' call here. It is. Foul on Shayla Cardenas. Tegan Dickey, non-shooting foul. She just was able to touch that. That's about it. Inbound play, open 3. Lady Cardinals roll it in. Alyssa Cervantes with the bucket. All tied up at 9. Lady Bulldogs with it. Garcia off the dribble. Stays with the ball handling. Spins it outside for an Alvarez 3, and that goes. Caitlin Alvarez shows some range. Lady Cardinals down 3 again with the ball in the back court. Work it across the timeline. Overhead pass to Dickey. Further inside. Baker goes up. No good. Another layup missed by the Lady Cardinals here in the first quarter. This is Benavides dribbling down. Hands it off. Right side jumper inside the arc. That won't go. Missed by Alvarez. Rebound by the Lady Cardinals, and back they come. Cervantes hands it off. Quick pass ahead to Dickey. Pulls up off the jumper. No good. Another rebound secured by Benavides. Benavides handles it across the midcourt stripe by herself. Works it back outside. Here's a 3 on the way. That's too strong. A rush shot. Rebound. Lady Cardinals. They want to run. Down the left-hand side. This is Leal. Pulls up for the banker. That won't go. Rebound tipped out long. Dickey right there recovers. Shoots it in the paint and made it. Tegan Dickey following the play. Makes it a 1-point game. Loose ball in the back court. Lady Cardinals trying to get the steal. Whistle blows. Jump ball called just before the timeout was called by Laredo Alexander. Or is it a timeout? They do award the timeout. Laredo Alexander basketball. They lead by 1 this first quarter. We're just underway. Back after this. TVNS specializes in provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry, in service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Back here after the timeout, Laredo Alexander with a 1-point lead. First quarter action continues here from the 6A area championship between Laredo Alexander and Harlingen. Alexander will have the ball. They called that timeout right before a jump ball was called. They'll have the length of the court to go, but they can't roam the baseline to get this ball in. They'll throw it out wide. It's stolen easily by the Lady Cardinals. Cortez is double team, spins it over, now off the dribble, a bounce pass right side. Back outside it goes to Leal. Leal spins it inside. Banker goes up, no good, but a foul called. Bianca Rodriguez will get to the line. call this foul on Genesis de la Cruz. Rodriguez at the line, the senior, has 2 points in the game. First one rolls in. That ties us up. Rodriguez will get a second free throw here. Bianca Rodriguez. Each team has led here in this first quarter. I don't think anybody's going to run away from the other. Free throw won't go. On the rebound, Lady Bulldogs work it forward. Nearly stolen it is. Taken away by Cortez. Cortez in the front court. Spins it. Forced it, but it was tipped out of bounds by the Lady Bulldogs. Alyssa Garcia got a hand on that last. Back in the game, Ali Benavides for Laredo Alexander will check in. And they have to keep fresh legs in this game, both teams at this pace. Lady Cardinals to inbound the ball, having some trouble. They'll throw it on top. Alyssa Salas can track it down and does in the backcourt. Brings it front side to Leal. Leal has that pass deflected out of bounds. Everything contested by both of these teams in the passing lanes here in this night. Leal to throw it in. Into the backcourt, Andrea Cortez hands it back off to Leal. Leal has time, bits it across the timeline, got a screen. Right side pass, caught there by Salas. That pass deflected out of bounds. Like I said, if you're going to make a pass through any kind of lane, you better have some zip on it or get it there in a hurry. Quick pass on the baseline. This is Salas going to work, and she'll be fouled. And that's quickly the sixth team foul against Laredo Alexander here in the first half. Call that one on De La Cruz. Substitution off the bench. Here comes Brigitte Little into the game now for Laredo Alexander. Lady Cardinals to inbound it. The next foul will send them to the line for the rest of the half. Outlet pass to Cortez. Cortez to Leal. Leal off the dribble. Brings it back, hands it off. On the dribble, now spin it over left side. This is Salas on the way. Misfires on that. Offensive rebound for the Lady Cardinals. Work it back inside to Salas. Hands it off on the baseline. Nothing there for Cervantes. That ball's deflected and stolen, and here come the Lady Bulldogs. Taken right back away by Salas. Salas to Leal for three. Answer, no. Rebound, save back inbounds. Lady Cardinals put that up, miss it. Get a rebound again, work it outside. This is Cortez off the dribble, running one-hander. That's off the mark. Rebound Alexander, and then a foul call in the backcourt. Just relentless rebounding right now by the Lady Cardinals, but these shots will not fall. If you're Laredo Alexander, you're looking up, breathing a sigh of relief, because if these easy point-blank shots go, this could be a 6 to 8 point lead for Harlingen minimum. Emery Scroggins will check in the game for Harlingen. She'll guard the inbound pass. They'll get it into Garcia. Alyssa Garcia shows the ball handling skills, brings it front side, works it inside. Forced shot up and in. Shayla Cardenas with that bucket. Under a minute to go here in the first quarter play. Leal spins it over to Cortez for Harlingen. Now they'll work it for an open shot by Cervantes, but that won't go. Offensive rebound. Cervantes followed her shot, and she'll get to the line. Kylie Cervantes, the junior, will step to the line. That is 17 fouls on Alexander already, and we're in the first quarter. First free throw up and in. As a team, the Lady Cardinals are now 3 of 5 at the free throw line. With that bucket, Cervantes scores her first point of the evening. Second one coming up here on this trip. Gets that to go as well. All tied up at 14. The made free throw allows the full court press to be set up by Harlingen. Alexander will get it to Garcia. Garcia spins a pass, but before that, a foul's going to be called in the backcourt, and they're looking at Alyssa Salas of Harlingen. Well, that's 14 fouls on Harlingen here in the first quarter. They'll stick with the pressure. Inbounding the ball is Jasmine Rendon. Spins it to Benavides. From the baseline, kick it back out for the open three, and good. Jasmine Rendon drains in a three. 16 seconds left here in the first. Lady Cardinals back with the ball, trying to answer with a three of their own. That's off the mark. Rebound stays here as it's touched last by Alexander. You see right now any one of these Alexander players in the game capable of stepping beyond the arc. I don't think Harlingen wants to get into a three-point shooting contest with this team. However, they do have some shooters on this squad. They're missing a big one who is injured. Talk about that here in a bit. There's a three on the way. That won't go. In the paint, rebound by Alexander. Looking for the outlet pass. They'll work at the hands of Idrago. Further pass ahead. They will not get it across the timeline, but the first quarter comes to an end. Alexander leads by 3. This one from Carroll High School continues after this on Real Sports Live.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Back here at Corpus Christi Carroll High School for this area championship game. I'm Joe Bowling with you on RioSportsLive.com. The winner of this will get either Edinburgh or PSJA North. Right now, that game's in the second quarter. Edinburgh with a 23-8 lead at home against the Lady Raiders. Harlingen basketball as we start the second quarter. And again, Harlingen missed a lot of shots inside 6 feet in that first quarter of play. They'll work it on the offensive end, first time down, and turn it over. Lady Bulldogs on the attack with the lead. That's a near travel. This is on the dribble into a double team. That ball's deflected, picked up by Benavides. Hands it off to Alvarez. Alvarez now pulls up, puts it outside for a 3. Garcia, that is no good. Alyssa Garcia, the leading scorer in this game thus far for Alexander, with 7 points. Had a good look right there. Lady Cardinal basketball. They'll turn it over yet again. 2 turnovers to start this second quarter for Harlingen. Ball belongs to the Lady Bulldogs. They'll slow the pace this trip down, at least for now. Garcia hands it off. Alvarez forces that shot and got it to go. A bank shot out beyond the free throw line. 5-point lead. That's the biggest lead for either team here in this game. Leal attacks, finds Dickey. Dickey back into the paint. The extra pass inside, and a foul is going to be called on Alyssa Garcia. It'll be a non-shooting foul, but it's still a shooting opportunity for the Harlingen Lady Cardinals. Ariel Leal, it's a 1-and-1. Misses on that. Rebound, Lady Bulldogs. Alexander with the ball. They scored the only points here in the second quarter. They'll nearly turn it over. That's a kickball, and they'll also call a foul on that play. Looking at Andrea Cortez. Fans watching on our YouTube channel, give us a shout out where you're watching the game from as well. Also, we invite you to subscribe to our channel so you can see other games. Also, you'll notice on our YouTube channel, I've got the RSL Live TV channel. That's what's feeding our Roku channel. 24-hour programming throughout the day. Here's a steal for the Lady Cardinals. Work it in the open court. Leal splits a double team. Kisses that off the glass and in. Ariel Leal finally gets a layup to go for Harlingen, and that's been something harder to get than you think. Benavides has the ball in the backcourt, now front side for Alexander. 6:29 left here in the half. This pace has been frantic from the opening tip. Rendon on a crossover, beats him on the dribble. Got a shot partially blocked and then a rebound. And then they're going to call a foul after the rebound was secured. And they're looking at Andrea Cortez of Harlingen. on that play. This is almost like a Harlingen home game, as big as this crowd is. Free throw will not go. Second shot coming up for Jasmine Rendon. Rendon, 3 points in the game. That was her first free throw attempt. Substitution off the bench right now for Alexander as Bridgette Little will check back in the game. Rendon ready with the next one. Missed on that too. Rebound, Dickey saves it in. Lady Cardinals have it. They've got numbers if they hurry. Nothing doing. Good defense in the backcourt, but this is Leal showing the ball handling skills. Work at left-hand side on the dribble. This is Rodriguez. That's in the paint. Deflected and stolen. Alexander on the jump ball. Possession will stay here. Passing's one thing. Getting it through passing lanes is a total nother story here in this game. Not much going through those lines. It is Alexander ball on the possession chain, so the Lady Bulldogs can build on a 3-point lead. Each team has scored 2 here in the second quarter after Alexander led 17-14 after 1. Here's a steal. Lady Cardinals, Cortez in the front court, finds Dickey. Extra pass to Leal. Back it goes. Whistle blows. And they'll call 3 seconds on Harlingen. That came from the mid-court stripe on that call. And that doesn't earn many brownie points from the Harlingen faithful. Gets plenty of applause from the Laredo Alexander side. Thus, the life of an official. You blow your whistle, one team's going to love you, the other team, anything but love. Alexander basketball. They'll have it in the backcourt. Little has that nearly stolen. Loose ball, jump ball coming up. And this time it will be Harlingen ball on the possession change. In the turnover department, I've got 9 down for Laredo Alexander, 9 for Harlingen as well. Already here in this first half. Off the bench, Sydney Portillo will check in the game for Harlingen. She'll replace Bianca Rodriguez. Leal to throw it in. Dickey's your leading scorer. She's got 6 points for Harlingen. That's Tegan Dickey. She is in the game right now, lining up at the top of the key. They go 4 wide there. The inbound play, they'll throw it in the backcourt. That's an easy steal for Alyssa Garcia. Banker up and in. Just a misread that time on where the cutters were going on that inbound play. Cardinals open 3. This is Cervantes. That misses off the front of the rim. Long rebound. Alexander will control it. Lady Bulldogs in the backcourt. Shayla Cardenas hands it off. Now set it up on the offensive end. Drago guarded. Finds Little. Little has that pass nearly stolen. This is Garcia. Garcia takes it in the paint. Shot it up, no good. Rebound, Harlingen. Lady Cardinals control it in the backcourt. Down by 5. In the backcourt, this is Leal. She'll get fouled by De La Cruz, and that'll be her 3rd. Be the 9th team foul on Alexander here in the first half. A 1-and-1 chance for Ariel Leal of Harlingen. Leal steps in where she will shoot her first free throw of this game. Gets that to go. Her 3rd point. And on the whistle, De La Cruz will have to have a seat on the bench with 3 fouls. Ali Benavides back in to replace her. Also checking in, it's Kayla Idrago back in the game, and Ariel Valdez in the game for Alexander. Second free throw for Leal is good. 3-point game. Alexander will see the pressure in the backcourt. They'll get it to Garcia. Garcia through a double team. Spins it further to Valdez. Shot it up and in. Ariel Valdez beat him on the backside of the press. 5-point lead. Harlingen with the basketball. Leal in the front court. Goes to Portillo. Attacks off the dribble. Missed a shot. Got a rebound. Has it stripped out of her hands and taken away. Good job on the offensive rebound. Then the ball was taken away, and here comes Alexander. Work it back outside on the dribble. Back near the midcourt stripe. This is Garcia. And an outright clear out. Garcia nearly carries the ball. She does. Portilla was right there, step for step defensively. Forced that turnover. 5-point game. Cardinals substituting in. Right here's where your depth is going to start coming into play. We've been at a frantic pace for that first quarter. You can usually get through that on sheer adrenaline. It's about the 4-minute mark of the second quarter where you really start to see who's in shape and who has the deeper bench. There's a missed three for the Lady Cardinals. Cervantes missed that. Rebound went out of bounds. Lady Bulldogs with the ball in the front court. Nice pass inside. Whistle blows before any shot. Ali Benavides will earn a trip to the free throw line. Foul called on Tegan Dickey of Harlingen. And that's the 7th team foul on the Lady Cardinals. Renee Rivera, thank you for giving us a shout out about the clock. We've been working on that, trying to get that down to a science on a regular basis. Benavides at the line. 1-1 here. First one will not go. Rebound tipped out long. And Lady Bulldogs have it for a moment, but then they'll travel. It's really not a turnover. That's going for a loose ball. So it's Harlingen basketball in the back court. Lady Cardinals. Tegan Dickey will have a seat on the bench. Avery Hinojosa now in the game. She gets to a double team, but she'll get fouled. Hinojosa just checked in. Dribbling front side between Caitlin Alvarez, who they'll call that foul on. Kaylee Idrago was over there as well. Free throw opportunity for Harlingen's Avery Hinojosa. The freshman steps to the line. Misses the first. We're in the double bonus already. Now Harlingen from the free throw line, just 6 of 10 as a team. Each team has missed 4 free throws. Laredo Alexander, 1 of 5 at the line. That's nerves, my friend. Second one falls in. Lady Bulldogs will see a little 3/4 court trap right now by Harlingen on the diamond and one. They'll throw over the top of that. Loose ball taken away. Emery Scoggins runs the point. Left side pass. Shot goes up. No good. And 2 shots coming up for Sydney Portilla. And that's how quick Harlingen can get down court. One of the Lady Bulldogs was shaken up just a bit on that play. They'll have to attend to her. While they do that, I'll remind you fans that our game is broadcast here. Our thanks to our advertising sponsors. A big, big, big thanks to Triple Double Basketball Academy, who assisted us greatly in finding the broadcast fees for this game. They charge us $200 a game right out of the gate just to turn the cameras on and to broadcast. That doesn't include travel, anything like that. So our thanks again to Triple Double Basketball Academy for stepping up. Hello to Billy Watson watching us. This is second quarter action, second round girls playoff. Another missed free throw for Harlingen. This time Sydney Portillo misses her first chance with the line. Depth is one thing as far as being in shape, but now you're also talking about depth in the foul situation. Is Laredo Alexander already with a couple players on the bench with 2 and 3 fouls here in this first half. That was the story the first time around. They got in foul trouble late, couldn't overcome as the Cardinals just kept bringing the pressure throughout the game. There's a double team in the front court as Marina Saldivar in the game quickly got double teamed. Now she's going to step to the free throw line for Laredo Alexander. We do ask those fans watching on our Facebook to share the link, pass the word around, follow our page, and subscribe to our page. Saldivar hits the first free throw. Marina Saldivar. She's a senior on this squad. She'll get a second one here. for Laredo Alexander. They've had a 5-point lead a couple of times here in the second quarter. That free throw won't go. Harlingen basketball. In the backcourt, Lady Cardinals working forward. Hinojosa. Now they'll get it on the baseline to Portillo. She was left open. Skip pass over the defense to Scroggins for a three. That won't go. Rebound goes out of bounds. It's getting to a point now where they're almost daring Harlingen to beat them from beyond the arc. Lady Cardinals have connected on 2 from beyond the arc here in the first half. And there's another foul in the backcourt on Harlingen. On Sydney Portillo. That'll be her second foul. And to the free throw line, Brigitte Little for Alexander. 9 team fouls now on Harlingen. So 1-1 here. Missed. Offensive board. Put it up. No good. Offensive board again. This is Benavides. Spins it outside on the dribble. Work it to Garcia. They're going to call a whistle and a 3-second violation against Alexander. Benavides working extremely hard in there for those rebounds. I've got her for 7 rebounds in the game in the first half, and I've probably missed a few. Cardinal basketball. In the backcourt, Leal. Down the sideline, they'll break the pressure, get it back to Leal. Left side to Cortez, goes baseline, goes inside, banker up and in. Those shots were not falling in the first quarter. Cervantes this time gets it to go. She's got 5 in the game. 2-point game through a double team. This is Saldivar, nearly carries it, does, loses it out of bounds, turnover, Harlingen ball. Lady Cardinals will have it. Chance now to tie or take the lead if they can connect beyond the arc. Leal to throw it in. Gets in the backcourt to Scroggins, back to Leal. Leal brings it across the timeline. Left side pass to Scroggins. They'll go baseline, force that inside for Dickey and turn it over. Here comes Alexander. This is Benavides. Finds Garcia. Thought about a 3, step back instead. Handles the ball. Now on a crossover. Attacks, spins it on the baseline. Whistle blows away from the play. Well, no, they'll call a hand check. And that's going to send Alyssa Garcia to the free throw line. And these referees have been busy here today. Both teams in the double bonus. 2:55 remaining here in the first half. 2 points separates the teams. Garcia's had an answer for anything Cardinals of Harlingen has thrown at him thus far. Hits this first free throw, becomes the first player in double figures. Second one coming up for Alyssa Garcia. Misses that. Benavides tips the rebound. It goes out of bounds. They'll say it's Harlingen ball. Ali Benavides nearly slipped in and got another offensive rebound for Laredo Alexander. Now the whistle will allow Alexander to set up some pressure in the backcourt. Harlingen will have all 5 players in that backcourt to try to take care of this ball. This is Scroggins. Scroggins pass for Dickey, deflected, gets it back, shot it, missed it, offensive rebound, put it up and in. Cervantes on the stick back. 1-point game. Alexander with the ball. This is Alvarez. Alvarez across the timeline. Stopped her dribble, looks for Garcia. Lost it, picks it up, shot it, lost it again. Rebound by Cortez, and then the whistle blows in the backcourt. Cortez steps out of bounds. That'll be a turnover against Harlingen. Alexander retains possession on the offensive end. That's a steal. Easy pickings for Scroggins. Ahead it goes to Tegan Dickey. This is for the lead. Missed it. Rebound, and a foul's going to be called on Harlingen. That defines the first half for the Harlingen Lady Cardinals. A lot of shots that they normally make are just not falling right now, and yet they look up, they're down just 1. Free throw opportunity for Alyssa Garcia. She'll be shooting 2. relax on this one, which is good. Garcia now 3 of 5 at the line in the game. Substitution off the bench. Here's Andrea Ramos in the ball game for Laredo Alexander. As they'll try to keep fresh troops in here. They're also trying to protect from anyone else getting deeper in foul worry situation for that second half. Second free throw won't go. Tegan Dickey secures a rebound for the Lady Cardinals. Outlet pass to Cervantes. Cervantes lost her dribble, finds Dickey in the paint, lays it up, missed it. Rebound in the paint. Dickey had that, tips it out. Banker up and in, made by Cervantes. Tie game at 26 apiece. A steal for the Lady Cardinals. Scroggins for the lead, won't go. Dickey gets the board, put it up, no good. She got fouled. Take a look at these missed shots, though. These are on a shot chart. There's a box from the volleyball serve line to the baseline. That's where the shots are missing right now for the Harlingen Lady Cardinals. Tegan Dickey at the line. First one of 2, good. Harlingen back on top. They've outscored Laredo Alexander 13-9 here in this second quarter. Now Genesis De La Cruz will check back in the game. She comes in with 3 fouls. Still 2 minutes left, and as the way this game is played, that's a dangerous move. Dickey makes the free throw. Here comes the pressure by the Lady Cardinals. Lady Bulldogs to throw it in. In the backcourt, they'll get it to Alvarez. Guarded by Scroggins. Got past her. Leal switches on defense. But Alvarez brings it across the timeline. Maintains her dribble, goes baseline, and lost it out of bounds. Scroggins had her. Leal took over. Defense made the play for the Harlingen Lady Cardinals. Lady Cardinal basketball in the backcourt. Here's Ariel Leal. Has that taken away. Loose ball now rolls out to the mid-court stripe, and on the jump ball, the possession change will give it back to Alexander. Lady Bulldogs down 2. They led by 3 after a quarter. They'll get it into De La Cruz. De La Cruz hands it off. This is Alvarez. Alvarez backs everyone away. Scroggins comes out to pick her up defensively on the man-to-man. Stays with the dribble, directing some traffic, waiting for some movement. That's near a 5-second call. Nice move by Alvarez to prevent that, but she dribbles right into a trap and gets tied up. That gives the possession back to the Lady Cardinals. High school basketball on Monday will be covering San Perlita in their game on the road at Falfurrias. And then it gets crazy on Tuesday. We've got lots of basketball to cover. Can we get it all funded on the sponsor side to cover the fees? That's the chore. Lady Cardinal basketball. Remember, the winner of this takes on the winner of PSJA North in Edinburgh. We've got rights to broadcast that one. There's another missed layup for the Lady Cardinals. Quick rebound. Ali Benavides dishes off. Garcia makes it and gets fouled. Alyssa Garcia back to the line. And that's all because Ali Benavides not only can secure the rebound, but got the ball down court off the dribble and then had the presence of mind to dish that off to Garcia for the made basket. Tie game. Garcia misses a free throw. Long rebound. Harlingen secures that. Cervantes clears it. Leal in the backcourt. Brings it front side. Lost her dribble. Gets it to Cervantes. Looks for Dickey. Dickey spins it in the corner. Overhead pass to Leal. She's open. Pass it to Scroggins. Finds a cutter. That's Cervantes. Back outside to Leal. Leal attacks. Head and shoulder fake. Banks it in. Ariel Leal on the finish. Cardinals up by 2. Alexander basketball in the backcourt. Having trouble getting it in. There's a loose ball. Dickey dives to the floor. Steals the ball. Gets away from the tie-up. And then the whistle blows, and a jump ball will give the ball to Harlingen. 2-point game, 39 seconds left. Now the official's going to call a jump ball. And they'll say it's Alexander's ball on the possession change. That's the disadvantage of being on this side of the scorer's table. I can't see that arrow, and it's going back and forth like a blinking light. Benavides has the ball, dishes it off. This is a shot on the way, no good, but De La Cruz will get to the line. And it's a luxury, again, to have Benavides capable of catching this ball or handling the ball. Arguably the tallest player on the floor, but with the vision and the ball handling skills to dish it off. De La Cruz at the line, 2 shots. First one rolls in. 1 point game. Next free throw coming up for Genesis De La Cruz. That one will not go. Rebound by Tegan Dickey. Harlingen Cardinal basketball. In the backcourt, Leal brings it. Spins it to Scoggins, gets it out for a Dickey 3. That won't go. Rebound. Lady Cardinals will secure that. Get it outside to Leal. Leal has that back tapped and stolen. Now a loose ball. Benavides dives to the floor. Got it. Works it ahead. Lady Bulldogs down the sideline, and that goes out of bounds off of Harlingen. Ali Benavides just not backing down here in this ball game at all. For Alexander, there's a loose ball. Stolen by Scoggins. Left-hand side, and she shot it up and in. Emery Scoggins with the bucket. Harlingen on top by 3. 4 seconds remaining here in the half. They cannot get the ball in. They finally do to Benavides. It's stolen, and that's the way the first half comes to an end. Lady Cardinals of Harlingen up by 3. Alexander led in that second quarter. We'll have to regroup at halftime. This is a good one. It's not anywhere near finished. Back with more after this on RealSportsLive.com. Triple Double Basketball Academy in Harlingen, a proud sponsor for this game. Triple Double Academy provides opportunities for players to develop their basketball skills while also offering opportunities for players to travel and compete against elite competition across the United States. Their efforts are allowing athletes to be trained by experts in a sport of their choice while learning to be disciplined and developing leadership skills to help them excel on and off the court. Experienced coaches, certified by the NCAA, Triple Double Basketball Academy, Harlingen, Texas.
Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles is your source for vintage, antique collectibles, vinyl records, and more. Located at 206 East Jackson in historic downtown Harlingen, it's Forever Memories, Antiques, and Collectibles. It's a step back in time with a soundtrack like none other. Open Monday through Saturday, filled with memories and more. Forever Memories is for you.
Men, start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Halftime here at Corpus Christi Carroll on a Friday night. I'm Joe Bowling with you. This is the area championship girls basketball playoffs, 6A level, Harlingen Cardinals and the Laredo Alexander Lady Bulldogs. And after one half of play, 3 points separate the teams. Both teams led in that first half. Both teams missed a lot of shots that they're normally going to hit. So the question is, will they both heat up, or will one heat up and the other not? Just what kind of half will we have? In the first half, your leading scorers, Alyssa Garcia leads everyone with 13 points for Laredo Alexander. Behind her, Caitlin Alvarez with 5 points, Jasmine Rendon, 3, and then 2 apiece for Shayla Cardenas, Kayla Hidrago, Mariana Saldivar, 1 point for her and 1 point for Genesis De La Cruz. For Harlingen, Alyssa Cervantes leads away with 9 points. Tegan Dickey had 8 in the first half. Ariel Leal had 6. Bianca Rodriguez with 3. Emery Scoggins had 2. 2 points for Callie Cervantes. 1 each for Sydney Portillo and for Avery Hinojosa. 3-point game. Well, that takes out my factor. Usually it has to be a game separated by 2 points or less at halftime. First team to call timeout usually doesn't win, so that's out of the books. If you were asking me to predict the winner of this, I'd say you're crazy. There's no way to predict a winner in this one right now. I will say that foul situation favored Harlingen. They've got more players they've been bringing in off the bench. that can produce and that can sustain the pressure that's required by their style of play. On the Alexander side, you did have some players, including Genesis De La Cruz, who picked up 3 fouls. She's not alone in that department. And so if they come out with the same intensity and we get, I got it. I'm being told about Scoggins' last name. I got that, Emery. My vision isn't what it used to be. Could have swore there was an R in there. My apologies to those fans that are watching. We got it corrected. I got it corrected by the end of the second quarter, by the way. I was calling her the right name. On her highlight, you'll have the right name. I want to remind you, we're also airing the Edinburgh game against PSJA North, and right now Edinburgh on top in that one by 17. The winner of that game takes on the winner of this one. I'll take a break. I want you to pay attention if you are watching this game right now. Our sponsors that are assisting us, a lot of these sponsors are our regular season sponsors, which I have put some of them in for these broadcasts. I also want to thank again the Triple Double Basketball Academy for assisting us with the fees in getting this one covered. And as we move forward into the next round and all of these boys games, I'm going to need more and more advertisers to step up and assist us on that. You know, we actually had some fans complaining we were running too many commercials. At the prices I'm charging, I'm doing that just to sustain what we're doing. We've been at this for over 16 months, 700 plus games, and we thank these sponsors at times like this.
Our professional advisors at Employee Retirement Services have been providing financial and retirement planning for many years for employees of different employment.
If you've spent your career in education and are ready for the next chapter, let the professionals at Employment Retirement Services help. You've worked hard, and now it's time to relax and enjoy with peace of mind and security.
Help fulfill your retirement needs. Come experience the difference with us.
And let's plan your retirement together.
Call us at 956-440-8774 to schedule your appointment today.
Chewy's Custom Sports in San Benito is right there for you when it comes to supporting your teams, schools, and organizations. A veteran-owned business dedicated to helping out regardless of the team or season. Let Chewy's design your hats or shirts with state-of-the-art embroidery. Let Chewy's design and print your shirts for the next big game. How about custom engraved top-of-the-line mugs, buttons, banners? Call Chewy's Custom Sports today.
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Head to downtown Harlingen for great food, shopping, fitness, and fun. Welcome to Coletti's. Take a break for a quick lunch with handmade burgers, pastas, salads, sandwiches, and pizza. After a long day, have dinner with us where we have over 20 new menu items. Join us for Margarita Fridays and live music Fridays and Saturdays on the patio. Make any day memorable at Coletti's. Visit colettis.net. Downtown Harlingen. It's where you belong.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, we are at halftime. Neither team has made their way back out on the floor, and it's kind of quiet here in this gym. It won't be quiet for long, but right now it is eerily quiet. It's still 3:45 before we start the second half. Laredo Alexander led by 3 points after 1 quarter of play and sustained that lead, grew it up to 5 points several times in that second quarter, but with 1 minute and 40 seconds left in that second quarter, the Lady Cardinals, on an Emery Scoggins bucket, took the lead and then held on down the stretch. Had a chance to actually build on that lead with a steal right at the close of the quarter. but they lead by 3. Cardinals first team to arrive back on the floor to start this second half. And advantage Lady Cardinals on the fan side again. Their numbers, I would say it's comfortable to say, are 2-1, nearer 3-1 from Cardinal versus Alexander fans that are in attendance here in this one. Our thanks again to Harlingen School District, for Laredo School Districts for assisting us in broadcasting these games by providing us the permission in which to do that. I talked things over with both coaches, and throughout the season, whether it be football, basketball, volleyball, soccer, softball coming up, baseball, these schools that are assisting us by allowing us to broadcast and showcase the athletes that are involved. And again, a special thanks to Rick O'Connor and the group here at Corpus Christi. The ISD IT department was here, met us here at 3 o'clock this afternoon, had us up and running in a matter of minutes. And we are greatly appreciative of all of the school districts that understand what Rio Sports Live is about and how we're showcasing these athletes and allowing us to broadcast these games. Still waiting for the arrival of the Alexander Lady Bulldogs. Alyssa Garcia led the way with 13 points for the Lady Bulldogs. She leads all scorers. Alyssa Cervantes had 9 points for Harlingen. And we'll see who heats it up first to start the second half. We'll take a break. We'll be back. This is RioSportsLive.com.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Xavier. This is Sarge, and we're the owners of King Cuts Barbershop, and this is the King Cuts crew. Welcome to King Cuts. We specialize in all kinds of men's cuts and hair designs. Keep yourself groomed. We'll take care of the rest. King Cuts, where fresh cuts are served daily.
A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen is a sweet stop for cakes, cookies, and pastries. The best in town for specialty cakes made to order. Sweetbread, cookies, pies, or how about cupcakes? At A Piece of Cake by Ibadas, try a Texas-style cinnamon roll, or how about some tamales? Wedding cakes, graduations, you dream it and they can make it. The best in town is A Piece of Cake by Ibadas in Harlingen.
If you just graduated high school, are looking to change careers, or to upgrade your job skills, Texas Southmost College is the place to start. With over 50 certificates and associate degrees to choose from, TSC has the career for you. At TSC, you get a quality education that's close to home. Earn a certificate or an associate degree and get the education you need for today and tomorrow's job market.
Wouldn't you like to be in demand?
Register now at Texas Southmost College in Brownsville.
Back here as halftime is wrapping up. Alexander Lady Bulldogs on the floor first. The Harlingen Lady Cardinals are on the front. Hey, I had a note handed to me. Salika Arazola, number 22, playing for Alexander, has a brother, Jay Arazola, that plays with the boys varsity. He's a senior. They're going to be playing on Tuesday night at Roma against PSJA North, also in the playoffs. So brother and sister in the playoffs for Alexander. Here we go. Start the third quarter of play. My wife is not on camera. And so it will be Harlingen basketball as we start this second half of play. And our thanks to the Harlingen film crew for assisting us here while my wife's trying to get a water in a line that they said was from Corpus to Harlingen, trying to get back. Harlingen basketball working on the baseline, working back outside, now inside. Banker up and in. That's the way the second half begins. Lady Cardinals Cervantes gets the bucket. Alexander now down 5. It's the biggest lead for the Lady Cardinals. There's a steal by Tegan Dickey. Right side pass, layup on the way, up, no good. Rebound taken down by Alexander. That's Benavides. Benavides gets it outside to Ouedraogo. Now they'll work it front side to Garcia. This has been your spark plug throughout the game for Alexander. That's blocked. Rebound, Lady Cardinals. Work it back outside. Now across the timeline. Liao right down the middle. Liao right side. Layup no good. 2 layups missed already out of the gate for Harlingen. There's a steal inside. Pass to Liao. Kicked out of bounds. Off Liao. We'll go the other way. Now my camera operator arrives back. They said the line was from here to Harlingen. We're in Corpus Christi. Thanks for the water, though. I could use that. Benavides catches the ball for Alexander. Hands it off. to Hidalgo. Hidalgo finds Little. Back out near the midcourt stripe. This is Garcia. Attacks, running one-hander off the back of the rim. That won't go. Rebound by Harlingen. Outlet pass to Leal. Leal gets away from a double team. Gets it to Cortez. Andrea Cortez spins it inside, taking Dickey. Layup good. 7-point lead. That's the biggest lead of the game for Harlingen and the biggest lead for either team as a 4-0 run creates a timeout. Alexander will talk. Harlingen up 7. Back after this.
At Port Isabel Health Clinic, they care for you like family. Services include pediatrics, geriatric care, and family practice, school sports physicals, daycare physicals, orthopedic care, wellness exams for men and women. Dr. William Torkelson and his staff are here to serve you. Office hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. through 5 p.m. Your health is their priority at the Port Isabel Health Clinic.
Back here we go after the timeout by Alexander. It's their ball, and they'll throw it away. Tegan Dickey has the ball for Harlingen. Spin it in the left corner. Leal overhead pass to Cervantes. Open jumper on the way, and it's off the mark. Rebound by Benavides. She has got a ton of boards here tonight. This is Garcia, or check that in the front court. It's Cardenas. That's Shayla Cardenas for Alexander. Lost her dribble, looks for a cutter. Stolen by Tegan Dickey. Down the left-hand side against Benavides. Pulls up. Benavides blocks it and gets it back. Benavides through a double team, and it's called for travel. She was trying to muscle her way through after getting the ball on that block shot. And in one motion, it's called for the travel. Harlingen basketball. 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Lady Cardinals throw it in the backcourt. Dickey can track it down there. And will set the offense up. Tegan Dickey spins it to Ariel Leal. Leal guarded by Garcia. Takes her off the dribble. Bounces it on the baseline. Spin it back outside. Dickey to Cervantes. Cervantes is fouled. No, 3 seconds. The whistles were coming at such a fast pace in that first half. It was just an automatic call by yours truly. In this case, it was a 3-second violation. Benavides is fouled now in the backcourt. They're looking at Andrea Cortez. Fans, I can't stress enough, we want to cover more and more of these playoffs. We're going to need some assistance getting these playoff fees covered. When I flash those numbers up on the screen, reach out and contact us if you know any businesses that can help or that want to showcase their business to the fans. There's a steal by Alexander. Alexander has it taken away again. Loose ball goes out of bounds. That's touched last by Harlingen. Ariel Leal back there. You can see she on the Harlingen side, Shayla Cardenas on the Alexander side. Neither backing away from a loose ball. Now it's Alexander with the ball. Garcia to Benavides. Finds a cutter in the paint. That shot's up, no good, and a foul call is going to send Kayla Hidalgo to the line. Hidalgo will shoot free throws. And it took 2.5 minutes for just a second foul to be called. We had 7 or 8 fouls called by the time 2 minutes had spun off in the first half. First free throw is up and in by Hidalgo. For Kayla Hidalgo, she's got 3 points in the game. Second one coming up here. Makes that. Pressure by Alexander in the backcourt. Harlingen will get it in to Leal. Leal guarded by De La Cruz. Now throws it up high. Stolen by Garcia. Here comes Garcia for the Laredo Alexander. Stopped her dribble. Finds a cutter right through the lane. Down central. Layup good. Benavides on the finish. Garcia with the assist. 5 minutes left here in this third quarter of play. Leal has the ball for Harlingen across the timeline. One hands it to Cortez. Cortez hands it back to Leal. In the corner it goes. On the dribble on the baseline. Into traffic. Benavides goes for the block shot. And a foul's going to be called. Benavides was there, so was Kayla Hidalgo. In this case, Hidalgo will pick up the foul. Free throw chance. Ariel Leal for Harlingen. Leal in the game. 2 of 2 from the line. Makes that. Free throw shooting, not a big number to write home about for either team. Harlingen now 11 of 16. That's 69%. Alexander 7 of 17 for 41%. Next free throw is good. Now that's Bianca Rodriguez on those made free throws. Alexander basketball. This is Garcia against Tegan Dickey. Spins her to the middle of the floor. Running off the shot. Got it to go. Alyssa Garcia on the finish. She's got 15 points. Harlingen basketball. Cortez spins it out to Tegan Dickey. Bounce pass. They'll find Rodriguez. Goes back to Dickey. The whistle blows. That's a travel. This resembles the first half. Neither team capable of just outright pulling away from the other. Alexander trailed by 7 here in this half. Now Garcia off the dribble again. Spins it off. Gets it back outside to Benavides after that caromed off of De La Cruz. Arizola spins it over. Here's an open 3. Answer, yes, sir. Wide open 3. Alyssa Garcia, and you just can't leave her open. She's got 18 points. Stepping through a double team. Harlingen will break the pressure. Outside, here's a 3 for Cortez. That is off the mark. Rebound, offensive board. Fadeaway jumper, that won't go. Offensive board again, put it up and in. Alyssa Salas stuck with that till she got the bucket to go. Cardinals up by 2. That's a big step by Benavides, and she'll travel. To Benavides' defense, she was looking to give that ball up, and everyone was cutting away from her. As she knew she was getting into a double team, she pulled up in one motion, hoping for one last opportunity that someone would cut to her. Got called for the travel. Leal with the ball for Harlingen. Right side to Cortez, or check that to Rodriguez. Tegan Dickey's jumper is good. Tegan Dickey's finding a little range. Harlingen up 4. In the backcourt, this is Benavides. There's a travel. Now that time, Benavides again, heads up dribbling. And you can see there was no players within about 12 to 15 feet and only one player on the same side of the mid-court stripe as Benavides. Harlingen basketball. Leal to Alyssa Salas. Gets it back to Leal. Brings it up. Crossover, looking to attack. Off of Rodriguez, out of bounds, a turnover. Good show defensively that time for Alexander, a much-needed stop. Lady Bulldogs will have the ball. Substitutions checking in. If nothing else, the two coaches can breathe a little easier that the foul situation has calmed down. We were on pace to have a lot of players playing with some caution. Now they can just play right out. Here's a nice pass. Easy banker up and in, made by De La Cruz. 2-point game. Harlingen ball in the backcourt. Leal to Dickey. Dickey finds Scoggins. In the corner it goes. Now they'll reverse it out to Leal. Here's a 3. Answer there? No. Long rebound. Secured by Alexander's Rendon. Hands it off to Cardenas. Cardenas overhead pass. Get it back to the free throw line. Quick jumper, won't go. That's a rush shot. Rebound, Harlingen has it on the sideline or baseline, but out of bounds. Salas was there trying to box out and secure the board in one motion. Lost her vision just a bit on where she was on the court. Alexander ball. They scored 17 points in the first quarter, 12 in the second. They've scored 11 here in the third. Down by 2 here, a 3 would give them the lead. On the inbound play, that's tipped out of bounds. Tegan Dickey will touch that last for Harlingen. Meanwhile, substitutes to check in the game. Or will they? Nothing doing. Inbound play coming up for the Bulldogs. Top of the key. Handed off to Cardenas. Cardenas directs the show. From the right side, finds De La Cruz. De La Cruz to Garcia. Backs it out. Good show defensively by Cervantes. On the crossover, Garcia takes her off the dribble. Spins it left side. Now they'll get it back to Garcia. Quick jumper. That's off the front of the rim. No good. Benavides was there for the rebound, and she'll get fouled. You can see Ali Benavides just working on those boards. And that trip, she had sealed her player that she was boxing out. And that caused the contact. Third team foul for Harlingen here in the second half. 2:08 remaining in the third. Inbound play coming up for Alexander. Quick jumper for the tie, won't go. Rebound Harlingen, save it back under their own goal. That's a dangerous play. Portillo now has some numbers. Left side pass, layup goes off, but a walk is going to be called. Portillo had Salas over there on her left side. Benavides now has the ball for Alexander in the backcourt. Brings it up, overhead pass, left wing, there's a travel. This is another place in which you'll start to see how deep your team is and how in shape they really are. When you sustain this pace, you get to these marks. Midway through the third is usually a big factor, which things will come into play. Here's a three. That's off the mark. Long rebound. Cardinals secure that. Top of the key, Leal. Here's a three. Answer there. No. 2 missed threes that trip down. Rebound, and then a whistle blows. That'll be a jump ball. Alexander will retain possession on that. Laredo Alexander ball. Harlingen sticks with 3/4 court pressure right now. So they'll allow the inbound pass in the backcourt. Caitlin Alvarez has the ball. Gets up near the pressure. Stays in the backcourt to Rendon. Now they better hurry. Long pass overhead to De La Cruz. Further ahead on the right side. Throw it away. Cardenas was back there. But on the turnover, Harlingen ball. Lady Cardinals scored 14 in the first. 18 points in the second quarter. 10 in the third. Now a steal by Benavides. To the right side, tries to dish it off. Stolen by Scoggins. Taken away, Alexander. Banker rolls off, no good. And a foul opportunity at the line, Caitlin Alvarez. Alvarez will get to the free throw line. Hasn't shot a free throw yet in this game. 2 shots here, first one won't go. Second one coming up. That's no good. Offensive rebound for Alexander. Then the ball is nearly stolen, but out of bounds it goes. Kayla Drago, a nice job of getting that board. Pause as they blow the horn at the scorer's table. They got that fixed. Alexander now has the ball on the sideline. That's a dangerous pass. Rendon has it. Go inside to De La Cruz, goes to work and got fouled. Half court set in which they just posted De La Cruz. She had given them problems the first time around. Problems enough that they were working on how to contain Genesis De La Cruz. Free throw here, good. For De La Cruz, that's her 4th point of the game. She'll shoot another here. Takes her time. Misses it long. Offensive rebound, then a tie-up. Shayla Cardenas still working hard for the boards for Alexander. Harlingen basketball. Here comes full court pressure by Alexander. Both teams willing and able to put pressure at a full court level when needed. Cardinal ball. Backcourt, Cervantes threw it away. On the turnover, Alexander pulling up for the jumper. That's on the way, good. Shayla Cardenas makes it. 1 point lead. Alexander on top. Cardinal basketball. Jumper on the baseline. Won't go. Rebound tip. Cardinals control it. Spin it outside. Here's an open jumper just inside the arc. That's off the mark. Rebound De La Cruz. Outlet pass. They want to run. This is Garcia. Nice pass ahead. Left side layup. Good. Caitlin Alvarez on a finish. 24 seconds left in the third. A little flurry by Alexander to close out this third. Has him on top by 3 after trailing by 7. Here's a jumper on the way. Missed. Offensive rebound. Still 15 on the clock. That pass in the paint is stolen. Here comes Benavides. Right down central. Big jump stop. Made it. Ali Benavides. 4 seconds to go. Cardinal basketball down by 3. Quick pass ahead. The shot will not count. And in the blink of an eye, Alexander went from trailing to leading. 8 minutes left in this one. We'll be back after this. Looking to add that special look to your home? Then stop by Nip and Tuck Draperies in downtown Harlingen. With a wide assortment of draperies, blinds, bedspreads, and more, they specialize in creating exactly what you want. Quilting done right in the shop, in the workroom. Open Monday through Friday, or call today for free estimates at 956-428-4331. Visit us on Facebook or stop by 214 East Jackson. It's Nip and Tuck Draperies as you shop downtown Harlingen. Back here on RioSportsLive.com, and right there you are in the huddle with Ivan Medellin, the head coach for the JV Alexander Lady Bulldogs of Alexander. This team was down 7 in that third quarter and took the tempo and the pressure to a team that plays tempo and pressure, the Harlingen Cardinals, and lead by 5 as we start the fourth quarter of play. And it's Alexander basketball. Garcia will get it. She's got a little time to throw this ball in. Finally does find De La Cruz. De La Cruz, overhead pass. Front court to Cardenas. Forced it to Benavides. Nice catch there. Benavides, overhead pass. Back to Cardenas. Cardenas on the dribble through a double team. Finds De La Cruz. Goes baseline. Spins it outside. Here's a 3. Answer there. No. Long rebound. Harlingen secures it. Outlet pass to Leal. Leal doesn't have numbers. Spins it back out. Works the offense on this half-court set. Finds Cortez in the corner. Here's a 3. Answer there. No. Rebound. That's Cardenas for Alexander. De La Cruz in the front court. Finds Garcia. Garcia has it stolen. Here's a layup coming up for Harlingen on the right side, and a block shot, but a foul called. And that's going to be on Alvarez. And now we got a lot of groaning going on. Yeah, and if you're an official and you blow a whistle, I don't care who you are, you're going to have fans on one side that like you, fans on the other side that don't. 2 free throws coming up with 7:13 left in this ball game as Bianca Rodriguez steps to the line. No good on the first. Caitlin Alvarez was called for the foul, and in her defense, you tell players, if you're going to foul on a layup, make certain they're not going to make the layup. Rodriguez, second free throw, also too strong. Rebound, Alexander, they'll lose it out of bounds. It'll be Harlingen ball, and that's Ali Benavides on the floor again. She's got 20 boards tonight, my friends. Leal will inbound the ball for Harlingen. The winner of this gets Edinburgh or PSJA North. Right now, Edinburgh on top in that game. Still a lot of time left in this one. 5-point leads have been nice, but they haven't been a comfort zone for either team. Knowing that pressure's coming from the other team on any given time. A lot of moisture on the floor as you saw players just all over the place going for that ball off that missed free throw. Officials are confident we're good to go. Harlingen basketball in the backcourt. This is Ariel Leal. Brings it up against the defense of Alvarez. Beats her off the dribble. Dishes off inside. Banker won't go. Rebound taken down by Benavides. Another board. Steps through a double team. Fires it ahead. Alexander on the attack with the lead. Skip pass over the defense. Tipped and out of bounds it goes. Cardinals will touch it last. 6:50 left here in this ball game. Caitlin Alvarez to throw it in for Alexander. Sets him in motion. Needing some help. Throws it on top. Caught there by Cervantes, and she's fouled by Ariel Leal. That's the make it 6th team foul on Harlingen here in the second half to just 2 for Alexander. We're way too early to start talking about foul situations or anything like that. And there's a whistle. Timeout called by Alexander. They narrowly missed a 5-second call earlier. This time they were on their way to it. Coach helps him out. Talks to him now. Back after this.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then, when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6 on F Street in Harlingen. It's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
Back here on RioSportsLive.com, and while we were in there zoomed in on the Laredo Alexander coach working his team, and a lot of the conversation right now is on inbound plays. The last 2 opportunities to throw the ball in resulted in near 5-second calls. So they'll be talking about that at length, as they used every bit of that full timeout. Lady Cardinals. Ira Galvan says they need some three-pointers. They haven't had a three-pointer go in since back in the first quarter. Alexander ball off the timeout. Garcia lost it on the dribble. Finds Cardenas. Cardenas off a double team, loses it, gets it back to Garcia. That's 2 near turnovers this trip down. Anything productive on the points scored is a big bonus this trip down right now. Nice pass inside. There's a bump and a foul called on Ariel Leal. Fairly easy call by the official. And that'll be the 7th team foul, so a free throw opportunity for Shayla Cardenas of Laredo Alexander. Cardenas had beaten Leal on the cut. She knew she had her in the right spot. All she had to do was catch the pass. Free throw, no good on the 1-and-1. Rebound by Harlingen in the backcourt. That's Cortez. Lost it, picks it back up. Gets it to Cervantes. Cervantes across the timeline. Is guarded nicely by Alvarez. Gets it out to Leal. Leal, nice crossover. Now spins it right side to Cortez. Couple of head and shoulder fakes against Benavides. Takes her off the dribble. Finds it in the paint. Gets it back out to Tegan Dickey. She'll go to work. Shoot it. Miss it. Rebound by Benavides. Tried to dribble out of there, and it's tipped out of bounds by Harlingen's Bianca Rodriguez. Benavides, I've got her for 22 rebounds in this game. 5-point lead. Neither team has scored here in this fourth quarter. Nearly 2 minutes gone. If Alexander scores and goes up 7, that's a big swing. That's a near travel in the backcourt by Adrago. Spins it over to Garcia. Against the defense of Rodriguez. Lost her dribble. Wants to give it up. Has some trouble. Looks for a backdoor cutter. That one goes out of bounds. Credit Andrea Cortez that time, as she stepped in the passing lane after Garcia. And that's what you teach on this man-to-man stuff. You teach, don't steal the ball from the guy dribbling or girl dribbling. Look for the lanes and make them stop their dribble. And then cut in and get a steal. De La Cruz nearly takes it away. Does. Hands it off. There's a travel first. Or is it a travel? Harlingen basketball. And that's a dangerous tightrope right there for Harlingen. It's not you have to have a bucket here, but it's just a big swing. You're down 5. You've worked your tail off defensively. There's a double dribble. If you give up a bucket, you're down 7. Alexander. They too have worked their tails off here in this fourth quarter. Would love to go up with another bucket here. Benavides gets it over to De La Cruz. De La Cruz hands it off. There's a travel. This could be a result of tired legs right now. These type of turnovers are not necessarily ones you would see these players making on a consistent basis. Now, Alyssa Garcia has a seat on the bench. Coach Medellin trying to give her a bit of a break. Harlingen scores a couple of buckets. You'll see her back in a heartbeat. Scoggins has the ball for Harlingen. Gets it back on the pass. Top of the key, they'll work it over to Leal. Wants a 3 and made it. Ariel Leal. That's your first points of the fourth quarter. 3-point game. Check that 2-point game. Alvarez in the front court right into a double team. She's in trouble, whistle blows. Now call a foul. Andrea Cortez got a little too close to the liking of the official on that hard double team. You teach that too on your man-to-man, that if a player dares stop their dribble in that dead man's corner, you come with a hard double team. Cortez did her job, stepped a little too close, got caught for the foul. 1-and-1 free throw won't go. That's the second 1-and-1 missed here in the second half for Alexander. Harlingen basketball. Bucket here ties it. A 3 gives them the lead. Tegan Dickey has it. Finds Scoggins. Outside it goes to Cervantes. Dribbles past the defense. Gets it to Scoggins. Finds Dickey. Dickey overhead pass to Cortez. Cortez on the dribble. Takes it. Hands it off to Dickey. Patient set this time. They'll go in the paint. Shot goes up. Fade away. Good. All tied up as Cervantes gets it to go. Pressure by Harlingen in the backcourt. Here comes Alvarez. Got it across the timeline this time. Stays with the dribble. Goes baseline and kicked it out of bounds. She beat the double team. And it's not a bad idea if you can get that baseline to go on through there and clear the defense. Turnover results, though. Leal has it for Harlingen. They're up 1. Cortez off the dribble. Beats De La Cruz. Missed the layup. Another rebound for Benavides. Benavides handles it in the front court. Spins it left side for a 3. That will not go. It's a travel on Hidrago. Evie Vasquez. Yeah, it's a great performance by Benavides. Evie, this is the kind of game you want a player to step up in a big way. 20-plus rebounds. I got her for nearly 25 boards here in this game. Dickey has the ball for Harlingen. Working on the perimeter this time. Cortez will travel. Now, with 4 minutes left in a 1-point game, and the way the pressure has been in this ball game, A, you talk about potential tired legs, but B, now it's in the pressure zone. How do you react to pressure? Benavides with a steal. Ahead to Garcia. Garcia to the right side. Layup on the way. Good, made by Cardenas. Alexander back on top. Harlingen basketball in the backcourt. There's a steal. Alexander, they have shown the ability to score in bunches. There's a whistle, and a foul is going to be called. And that's going to be on Harlingen's Sydney Portillo trying to contain Ali Benavides. Good luck with that tonight. Ali Benavides. How about this number? She scored just 4 points. So those that are scoreboard watchers, she wouldn't be on your radar. How about 25 boards? Missed the free throw. That's a lane violation. So another missed free throw here in this fourth quarter for the Lady Bulldogs. They're now 0 of 3 in the fourth, 3 of 10 in the second half from the line. Yet they lead by 2. Harlingen basketball. They'll bring it across the timeline. Scoggins beats a double team, has it poked in the backcourt. They can cover it there. Leal will get it, bring it across against Garcia. Gets it over to Scoggins, beats one defender, now pulls up for the short jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, put it up, no good. Rebound tipped, controlled, Harlingen secures it. Outside to Leal, here's a three for the lead. That won't go. Rebound, Cardenas, and she's fouled in the backcourt. Stops play with 3:15 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Fans that are watching this game, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube. Those that are watching on our Facebook channel, be sure you follow, like, and share. When advertisers talk to me about what we need, they're always asking me, what are your numbers? What are your numbers? That's the only way I can ask for numbers. When I got an audience that is viewing a game, I'll ask you to share, like, pass the word, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Cardenas at the free throw line. Made the first one, giving Alexander the 3-point lead. Meanwhile, substitutions off the bench for Harlingen. Bianca Rodriguez checks back in for Emery Scoggins, who has a seat on the bench. Cardenas at the line is 1 of 2 on the night. Can't get that to go. Rebound by Harlingen's taking Dickey. Backcourt pressure by Alexander, and there's a travel. A quick double team in the backcourt off a missed free throw by Shayla Cardenas, and Genesis De La Cruz provides dividends for Alexander. Lady Bulldog basketball on the baseline. Throw it in. In traffic, Benavides dribbles to the free throw line. Now forced the shot. Missed it. Works for her own board. Can't get it. Dickey has it. Knocked out of her hands. Off of De La Cruz, out of bounds. Harlingen basketball. Lady Cardinals down by 3. We're at the 3-minute mark of this ball game. Clear out for Cortez to Tegan Dickey. Dickey spins it right side. Cervantes, nothing there for her. She'll back it out. Lost her dribble, finds Tegan Dickey against De La Cruz. Goes in the paint, head and shoulder fake. Jumper, good. Andrea Cortez off the dribble. 1-point game. 2:38 to go. Bulldogs try to beat the pressure with a long pass. That's nearly stolen. Loose ball it is, taken away by Cortez. Long pass ahead. Catch, shot, lead, Cardinals. Rodriguez on the finish. 2:30 left in this ball game. Long pass ahead. Back is Cardenas. Shuffles her feet. That's going to be either a travel or a foul. Let's see what they call first. They're going to call a foul. Pick your poison. It happened at the exact same time, the contact and the steps. Some will argue that the contact caused the steps. Speculate all you want. Cardenas to the free throw line for Laredo Alexander. Makes the first, ties us up. The winner gets Edinburgh or PSJA North. That's a broadcast game going on if you dare slip over to that game. It's being played at Edinburgh. Cardenas now had to wait as the scorer's table buzzed in. So there's a long pause between free throws for Shayla Cardenas. We're all tied up at 51. I'm not sure what the question was. Bobcats already won, so they're waiting for the winner of this. There's a missed free throw. All tied up. Cardinals with the basketball. 2:23 left in this ball game. Pass ahead to Tegan Dickey. Dickey finds a cutter. Here's Cortez for the lead. Got it. Andrea Cortez. Cardinals back on top by 2. Bulldogs back with the basketball. Over the timeline. There's a steal by Leal in the backcourt. Guards it against Cardenas. Beat her off the dribble. Takes it to the left side. Spins it. Outside 3 on the way. No good. Pinball's out. Rebound. Dickey has it for Harlingen. Loose ball. Rolls out of bounds. It's Alexander basketball. And if you want to rebound in this game, you better go get it. And if you get it, you better hold your ground. That's on either side, either team. Indicative right there is Tegan Dickey, one of the stronger players on the court. Got her hands on the ball, couldn't contain it. Garcia in the backcourt. Nice dribbling. Brings it front side into a double team and got fouled. If that's on Cortez, she may be done. Andrea Cortez looking to the sideline. It's going to be her fourth. I thought it was her fifth. Free throw chance for Alyssa Garcia. Count the first one. Alyssa Garcia, 19 points in the game. That's your leading scorer for Alexander. Matter of fact, that's your leading scorer in this game, period. Either team. Garcia ready with another. Gets that too. 2 clutch free throws right there. Ties us up at 53. Harlingen basketball with 1:47 left in someone's season. Cervantes has it. Overhead pass to Dickey. Dickey to Leal. Leal in the paint, finds a cutter. Nice move. Left-hand layup won't go. Benavides gets a rebound. Brings it out. Alexander with a chance to take the lead with 1:33 to go. Pass to De La Cruz. De La Cruz brings it across the timeline. Lost her dribble there. That's troublesome zone. Spins a pass overhead. Whistle blows. Timeout called Alexander. Coach again. Heads up play. Saves the day. Alexander ball when we return. Provider services, respite care, and emergency response services. TVNS are pioneers in the home care industry. In service for over 37 years. 11 locations from Brownsville to Corpus Christi, from Harlingen to Laredo.
Today's game is sponsored by TVNS, the pioneers in serving our community with the highest quality in provider services.
Back here after that timeout was called. I'm Joe Bowling with you. This is RealSportsLive.com. If you are just joining us for one of our first broadcasts, thank you for finding us. We've been broadcasting for 16 months now, pulling this off and getting bigger and better every day. Tonight, we're in Corpus Christi, Carroll High School, the scene, the area championship at the 6A level. Girls basketball playoff between Alexander from Laredo and Harlingen, the Lady Cardinals and the Lady Bulldogs. Nothing decided in this one thus far. Each team with 53 on the books. Harlingen scored 14 in the first, 18 in the second, 10 in the third, 11 in the fourth. They call another timeout. Meanwhile, we've got 17 points scored for Alexander, 12 in the first quarter, 12 in the second, 18 in the third, and 6 here in the fourth. They had to tend to one of the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, one of their cheerleaders. I think she's okay. That resulted in an extra timeout. And it allows a little breathing room for both of these teams who are going to be spent when this one's said and done. No doubt about it. Alexander basketball as we resume play. There's a near steal. Garcia, one-hand pass. That's deflected and stolen. Lady Cardinals of Harlingen for the lead. Dickey layup, good. Tegan Dickey after the steal, got the bucket. Cardinals up 2. Alexander with the ball. There's a loose ball, stolen. Here's Leal. Leal on a 2-on-1. Takes it right side, dished it off. Kicked out of there. Taken by Harlingen. They'll control it. Outside to Cortez. 1 minute left in the ball game. Harlingen trying to advance to take on Edinburgh. Outside it goes in the hands of Cervantes. Cervantes over to Cortez. Cortez beats a double team with the pass to Leal. Whistle blows, and they will call a timeout. I'll keep it here because I want to talk to you about situations here for Alexander. They're down just 2 points. That's not such a bad deal. They've only committed 2 fouls. Now, again, that can play into your favor, as Harlingen called that timeout to talk about, A, taking care of the basketball. Now, on the Alexander side, you can start talking heavily that there are 3 fouls, make it 4 fouls you can get that are going to be of the just flat out try to steal the ball. If you get it, go with it. If you commit a foul, no harm done. Clock's not in your favor. It's not your mortal enemy right now. And so there are some things you can do defensively on the Alexander side. On the Harlingen side, you can't just come out here and say, let's take care of the ball and move it around, because there's going to be some hard double teams. There's going to be some fouls called, and there's certainly going to be some physical play, as Alexander has committed just 2 team fouls here in the second half. The winner gets Edinburgh. who knocked off PSJA North. Before they get back into play, official sends them over to the sideline again. They're going to make them inbound the ball in front of the scorer's table. It'll be Harlingen ball. Taking Dickey in the backcourt. Lady Bulldogs will guard the inbound pass. De La Cruz will be all over Leal. Leal gets it in. This is Cortez, has that poked away, out of bounds, off of Harlingen. See, that's what I'm saying. The pressure defense, that's just physical defense by Alexander. And it results in the turnover. Alexander ball down by 2. 47 seconds to go. Here's Garcia. Garcia, long pass, threw it away. Oh, she had Cardenas just a little bit further out. And Cardenas had a layup to tie it up. Harlingen ball. 44 seconds left here in this ball game. Leal throws it in the backcourt to Cervantes. They'll chase her. Now they'll just flat out commit a foul. And that's Idrago. See, in that case, you reach out and commit a foul. That's just an easy whistle. If you can go for a steal in that case, again, the worst case, the whistle's going to blow. The best case, you might get away with a hack right across someone's arms and knock the ball loose. Maybe I've watched too much basketball. I don't know. Harlingen basketball. They protect the 2-point lead. They'll throw it in the front court. On the dribble is Rodriguez. Finds Cortez, hands it off right side. Layup good. Kali Cervantes. Now it's a 2-possession lead. Alexander with the ball in the backcourt. Across the timeline, this is Garcia. Running one-hander off the glass and in. Alyssa Cervantes not done yet. Harlingen ball in the backcourt. Whistle, foul call. Again, still 18 seconds to go, and that's just the 4th team foul called. Inbound play for Harlingen. 2-point game, up by 18, or check that, up by 2. 18 seconds to go. Leal throws a baseball pass to Tegan Dickey. Dickey down the left side, layup missed. Rebound Benavides, secures it, they gotta hurry. Quick pass ahead, down by 2, inside pass for the tie, and it's no good. Rebound, loose, picked up by the Cardinals of Harlingen. Outlet pass intercepted, whistle blows with 2 seconds to go. Checking it, gets down to 1.3. And that's going to be a foul against Laredo Alexander. See, they can't send them to the line. There's not enough time to do that. That's the 5th team foul on Alexander. With 1.3 seconds to go, if you're Harlingen, hoist this ball mid-court, no closer than that to your goal. Don't put a lot on it, just leave some air under it, even if someone catches out there. There's an awful lot in your favor. Now, Harlingen cannot roam the baseline on this inbound play. Leal's got to stay put. Someone says put some more time on the clock. There really was about 2 seconds that went off after that whistle, or at least a second and a half, which would get us about the 3-second mark. Nothing doing, though. They'll keep it right here. Leal throws it in. There's a near steal. It goes out of bounds. Touch last by who? It's going to be off of Alexander. 0.7 seconds to go. 2-point game. Harlingen to inbound the ball. Leal to throw it in. Can you just throw this thing half court? Right now, half court minimum on this pass. Leal gets it in. Lady Cardinals advance. 57-55. They celebrate for Harlingen. This is a hard-fought win against Laredo Alexander. Lady Cardinals moving on. They knock off Alexander 57-55. What a ball game between these two teams. Harlingen Lady Cardinals will next be taking on Edinburgh, and they are in the celebration mode right now. This was just an outright relentless game. Lady Cardinals all celebrating. Meanwhile, Alexander waiting to shake their hands on the sideline. Cardinals start peeling out of there. And congratulations in order on both of these teams on effort. Mark it down. Ali Benavides, the junior, will be back next year. Most of this Alexander team will be back next year. Told you at the start of the game, 4 juniors starting. This team was just coming into their own. Winding down this season, they will be rock solid next year, and they'll use this as a launching point to get ready for next season. Let's run down your scores in this ball game. For Harlingen, 3 players in double figures. Tegan Dickey leads away with 16 points. Alyssa Cervantes finishes with 13. 10 points for Ariel Leal. 6 points for Bianca Rodriguez. 4 points for Andrea Cortez. 4 for Kali Cervantes. 2 for Emery Scoggins. 1 for Sydney Portillo, and 1 for Avery Hinojosa. For Laredo Alexander, 22 points for Alyssa Garcia. Leads all scorers, leads her team. Shayla Cardenas with 8. Kaylin Alvarez with 7. Ali Benavides with 4. Kayla Idrago with 4. Genesis De La Cruz with 4. 3 points for Jasmine Rendon. 2 points for Ariel Valdez. And 1 for Maria Saldivar. That's going to do it for our broadcast. Again, fans, you watch these games. There's businesses out there I know that will assist us in getting these broadcasts continued. And that's what I ask. Help us out. Contact me on the phone numbers I've been displaying throughout this game. Reach out to me at riosportslive@gmail.com and see if we can continue this ride. Next up for the Harlingen Lady Cardinals, Edinburgh's Lady Bobcats. That'll be a rematch of our first game we broadcast this season in girls basketball. We'll surely be going after the rights to broadcast that one. Until next time, from Corpus Christi Carroll, for everyone involved in this one, great game. Go back and watch it. Good night.